Welcome back, shop rats. Today here in the shop we're turning a corner, we're shifting gears, pun intended, and going to look at a part that I've waited for a while now on the Challenger. It's here, and now we're going to be able to start moving forward on finishing the driver's side floor pan. So we could just talk about it or we could do it. Let's just get into it. I'm Mike, and this is My Car's Shop.
Working out of a 100-year-old refurbished barn, bringing 35 years of experience to projects considered beyond repair. Vision, creativity, and problem solving are essential tools in this place. Watch as we transform junk into polished metal miracles. This is My Car's Shop.
That's right, the long-awaited, the coveted for, the often lusted after, but very seldom scored, elusive E-body 4-speed has arrived. So we're going to take a look at this and figure out how to get it mounted in the car, and well, we're just going to do some stuff and then we'll see exactly how we need to design the floor pan. So first thing we're going to do is I am not going to sit here and wrestle with this whole transmission. But we can just take the tail shaft off, which we're going to have to do anyway, because we need to check it all out and make sure everything's good inside. So we'll pull the tail shaft off and put that in the cross member with its appropriate mount and get things lined up and see how they go. I really hope I have a transmission mount. I guess that's the first thing I should look for. Should have thought of that, shouldn't I? Some days, I'm just not very smart. I'm about 99% sure I have another mount around here, but I dug around and I'm pretty sure these are the same. So I'll just pull one of these out of an A-body and we'll use that one to get started. I know I have the one out of the E-body. I'm just not sure where I put it, but it probably was in fairly rough shape anyway. And this one here is pretty good. So, close enough for the girls we go with, and we'll just put this transmission mount in there and that should work. Hopefully. If not, I'll have to keep digging and find the one that belongs to it. Looking for a wrench, and I found the mount, but I don't have the cross bolt, so I gotta still pull one out for the bolt, but it is the same mount, which is what I thought it was, so we're all good. 7.6 hours later, we finally got the bolt out, so we have a couple of mounts now. So we need to go over and find the bolts that put this transmission mount to the transmission, and then we need to pull the tail shaft off the transmission so we can set that in the car and bolt it through and see where everything kind of lines up. So we got a job of work over there, and I think we'll pull the tail shaft off of that transmission first, then bring it over here on the bench and get the mount mounted onto it. That makes the most sense. So let's ditch these cross members. I acquired a few more of these and actually did just get one that also fits the E-body now, but I'm happy with the one I built and I'm leaving that one in there. This is not the way I wanted to take it apart. So let me go through here what the scenario is. I got a feeling the bearing back here might be a bit stuck. So normally you don't have to gut the whole transmission to get this apart. You just split it, and you saw me do that. And then right here, there's a snap ring you just separate, which I did. And normally you can just tap on this with a soft face hammer like I was and drive this whole tail shaft assembly out of the case. But this one isn't coming, so I'm guessing it's stuck. So I thought, rather than breaking something inside it, this transmission is absolutely gorgeous inside. I went ahead and just pulled it out this way, and I'm going to take it over to my press over here, I hope, and be able to just press this out. But the key is this snap ring right here, and I already have it released out of the bearing groove, so I don't know why it's not coming out. So rather than beating on it and breaking something, I just chose to do this. I wanted to tear it apart anyway and inspect it. The synchros all look really nice in it, so this will be a piece of cake to put back together again, but everything feels good. There's no rust inside of it, so I'm happy with that. Let's put this back here. Check this one. Yes, everything feels nice. So we'll go through this with you. It's been a long time since I've been into one of these, but even after I was into it, I went and checked online to be sure just loosening this snap ring was all it took. Normally it does, but I was starting to put pressures on it I wasn't comfortable with, so better safe than sorry. So I went ahead and pulled the side cover off, pulled the forks out, popped it out, which means the front synchro came apart, yay, and the front input shaft bearing here all fell apart, which that's no big deal. So we'll get all that back together later date. I got it all in a container. We'll put it all in a Ziploc bag, label it for what it is so that I can lose it and then have to tear another one apart to put this back together again later. And I was just looking at my press realizing that tail shaft is too long, I'm pretty sure, to fit in that opening. I will get out a measuring stick, but I'm pretty sure it's about 6 inches too big. The press wouldn't work, but I was able to lay it here on my soft mats to be careful. Take my dead blow or my soft face hammer, beat the crap out of it, about 12 blows and it popped right out. So that's just not what I wanted to do, in the transmission for safety and being careful. Because you can screw something up, and I didn't want to if I didn't need to, so we can kind of pop this back in over there without the extra pieces for now and kind of put it in a bag or something and keep it from getting filthy. Very good. That's a big step forward. So I got the shifter, but the one thing I don't have is the spacer that goes onto the transmission to space the shifter out properly for the shift rods. So I need to, because by memory on the E body it mounts back here and a B body mounts up there. So I've got B-body shifters and shift rods. I suppose I could modify the car, but the problem is that puts the shifter way up under the dash, and it's supposed to be back here. So I'm going to throw the console in there just to verify what I remember and what I've seen. And we'll do that and make sure everything is where it's supposed to be, and then we will get online and see what that spacer looks like and that kind of stuff. I'll show you the shifter also. So there's our shifter, and I've got a pistol grip that should go into that assembly right there. So that'll be good. I'm not going to muck with that right now, but I got to find the right spacer to put that. I've got one upstairs on the B body, but I can't get the bolts out, and I don't think it's the right one for the E body anyway. So we'll have to take a peek and see what we can find. And just like that, you can see that's where she goes right there, right up through the hole. Somebody's supposed to have a top plate. Can't remember who that was. I need to find that person. They were supposed to have the 4-speed top plate for this. So I need to get that also, but there's no big hurry on that. But yeah, everything's starting to come together now. So provided we know where this shifter comes over, we may need to do a little modification on that right there to make those rods clear, but I don't think so. But this is why we're doing this, because I don't want to build that floor pan until we 100% know where everything goes. It'd be easy enough to go in there and just and make room for the rods, but we don't want to spare the rod and spoil the child. So you can kind of see where things go there. And I got a feeling that that cross member that I put in there has got to have a little modification to it, but who knows? We're not going to know until we get the right spacers, and I probably should just go ahead and order the 4-speed shift rods also. Don't have those either. I have them for a B body, but I don't have them for the E body. So, but we, you know, by eye, we can pretty much tell where things go. So, first thing is to get the shifter in there, and then we'll go from there. And that's another bite as far as I can go on that today, but it's a big step forward for sure as far as I'm concerned. So if I can find the shifter adapter and then the shift rods that, well, actually they go that way, then I can verify that my cross member hoop is built right, and if not, we can modify that, no biggie, and get that taken care of. Wouldn't be surprised if I have to take a chunk out of that and modify it some. But got to get online, talk to a few friends, talk to a couple enemies, and see. I think that shifter kind of comes out and up and moves it this way quite a bit. But I've seen it, but I did a quick look, and I'm not finding it easily right now. So we're going to stop there and see what else we can find and get some parts ordered, and, well, see if we have any cash for that first. But that's progress. I'm happy with the progress on that. That's a big step forward, getting that transmission apart and getting that put in there like that. The tail shaft is more than enough to tell me what I need to know, as long as we get a shifter put on it. So all good. We're not far away now from being able to continue on with our floor pans that are somewhere down there. There they are. Continue on with the floor pans and get those put in there and get our hump made and all that stuff. So it's cool beans. Well, I'm exhausted. It's been a hot and heavy weekend. We've done projects over at our place, and we've done a couple episodes here in the shop working on the Challenger. I've been working on the Oakland. It's not running right. I've got the distributor torn apart right now, and I think the problem is with the mechanical advance in the distributor. It's the exact same problem we had when it wouldn't start when we first got it going. I've replaced the points, the condenser, the coil. None of that's the problem. So we're on to why it wouldn't start and why it fought us so hard. I think the mechanical advance was kind of messed up. So got it all gutted out and working on it between things. Not doing any filming on that at this point. Just as I have time, I come out and take a little nibble and another little nibble and another little nibble. So we got lots of parts sitting here to, well, to do stuff. And I've been cleaning the shop. I know that surprises you, but the bench is still a mess, but I actually committed to neatness and have a walkway in here, and I got stuff put over there now. Got the doors moved over there for the Challenger, and just little by little bite by little bite. That's what it's all about here at my car shop. So keep after that little bites, and little bite by little bite, and you get the whole elephant ate. Why would you want to eat an elephant? I don't know. Well, that'll do it. We're over on the Face thing, Instant Grandma. She loves us. She gives us cookies. We're here on the U thing / my car shop. And tell your friends, tell your enemies, anybody that might be interested in a project like this. It applies to any project you might be working on. Doesn't just have to be a Mopar or a Challenger. All right, that'll do it. Don't forget, one more thing. It's very important. Rock!